So we went to the Philippines, you guys. This is us at LAX. We're on a plane, getting ready to leave. First trip for Callum on a plane. First time I've been to the Philippines since '95, I want to say. We were nervous taking Callum just because like he's just a little bit over a year old and we're not sure how he's going to act and if he's going to cry. But overall, the flight from LAX to Manila was good. He didn't cry at all, slept most of it. We had a decent layover at Manila. It was about 8 hours. We headed over by Manila Bay, by SM. It's supposed to be one of the biggest malls here in Asia. Unfortunately, the mall doesn't open until 11. We arrived in the Philippines about 7 o'clock in the morning. So we met up with family at this place called Biker's Cafe. Charlotte had the French toast. I tried the tapsilog. Interesting thing about Manila Bay, they are turning it into a man-made beach. So after breakfast, we saw that they were renting out bikes, so we had the kids ride the bikes a little bit. Charlotte, her cousin, rode for about 10 minutes. It was a 30-minute rental, but they were tired after 10 minutes. We committed to do 5 more minutes, but they were done after that. After killing some time, we headed back to the airport and went to the lounge. Eventually it was time for us to go, so we ended up taking a shuttle inside the airport to another terminal, which we took a smaller plane from Manila to General Santos. Bernice's uncle picked us up from the airport and we headed over to his house. Once we got home, we unpacked a little bit, took showers, just cleaned up just because we've been in the plane for hours and been everywhere. And then we went to go visit Bernice's grandma. She's been pretty sick lately, and that was one of the main reasons we went to the Philippines, was to visit her, just in case anything ever happens. I want to say it's been about 3 years since Bernice has been back to the Philippines, so it's been a while since she's seen her grandmother. Here we're walking through the local SM, where we're meeting up with family to eat at a Korean barbecue place. I was going to attempt to say the name of this restaurant, but I will butcher it. What was real interesting was Filipinos apparently like their iced tea. They like it strong, they like it sweet. It was good at first, but just became way too much after like the second cup. I was like, oh no, can't do this, I gotta drink some water. We went to a Dunkin' Donut, and I did not verify before ordering that they took cards. And apparently they already take something called Gcash, which is kind of their version of like Venmo. I ordered donuts and coffee and I had no way to pay for it. I called Bernice because she was at a different store. Got her to come by and help me pay for this. Another place they always talk about is Marietas, which was pretty much just barbecue skewers. You pick out which skewers you wanted and then they'll cook it for you in the back. Another restaurant we went to was called Abis. We met up with a lot of her family there. Kids played. Food was good. Same with the barbecue, the pork skewers. Like here, I'm used to it having like a glaze on it or some kind of sauce. Over there, it was served dry and then you just dip it in like vinegar. I made a commitment to myself that I will try everything that is served to me while I'm there. The following day, we went to the cemetery. We went to both Bernice's dad and her grandfather's resting place. After going to any cemetery, they have the superstition that you have to stop by somewhere before going home. So we went to some market. I didn't really think to record there because it was just like a grocery store. But there was a turon we got there, which was probably the best turon I've ever had. The thing with Philippines, if you don't know, they start celebrating Christmas as soon as the Burr months come around. We ended up getting dessert first. We tried this place called avocado.ph. It's pretty much an avocado soft serve with a bunch of like just ingredients thrown in there, chia seeds, probably almonds. It was pretty good. I enjoyed it. So another place that I wanted to try was Jollibee. I was always told Jollibee is so much better in the Philippines, which I kind of believe because you know what? That's where it's from. Interesting things I found out there is there's no refills on the sodas. The food's served on actual plates and you get like silverware. Now I won't say that Jollibee in either country is better. They're different. So the grandma that we went to go visit earlier is her grandmother from her dad's side. We went to go visit her grandmother from her mother's side as well. Here you see a lechon. It's pretty much a roasted pig. I'm not that big of a fan of lechon, but I was always told it's so much better in the Philippines, which, again, I need to try it. We're on our way to a beach, or in their case, a resort. Apparently, almost all the beaches out there are resorts. You can't just you can't just go to the beach like you do here, which is definitely different. I'm used to just saying, let's go to the beach, first come, first serve. So the resort we went to was called Anvi, and when we got there, it was low tide. Luckily, if you reserve the suite, there's a pool attached to the suite, so we were able to swim in the pool for a while. After the pool, we had lunch. I was able to try kinilaw, which is like a tuna ceviche. We're on our way to a dinner here. We're going to a place called Hill 6. Hill 6 is what it sounds like. It's on top of a hill overlooking General Santos. Interesting if you've noticed that a lot of the food is wrapped in plastic. I'm not sure exactly why, I didn't ask. So this was also our last night in the Philippines. The very next morning, we had breakfast. We tried a place called Nadi's. They're known for their barbecue chicken, or like a grilled chicken that they do. I kind of compare it to like an El Pollo Loco here. Then a little bit after lunch, we head back to General Santos Airport. Very small airport, has a couple kiosks for food and snacks. Interesting though, they did have a section for kids to play in, completely free. And we're in the plane to go from General Santos to Manila here. We arrive in Manila. We have to get over to a shuttle to transfer us to the next terminal. As we make our way to the gate, we had to go through like 4 or 5 different checkpoints where they continuously checked our bags, which was very strange that they checked us that many times. Eventually we make it to the gate, we get into the plane, and we're just flying back home. We get back to LAX, we're home now. It was a short trip, but a ton of fun.